I did a number of jobs before I came into nursing and had two very different birth experiences. One was very positive and one was very negative, and the positive one made me want to be a midwife, which is a classic. That's why lots of people become midwives, because of their birth experience. I found the course itself really challenging. The academic level was very challenging for me. I've literally done no academic work for about 10 years. When I was struggling, it was great to have the tutors there, and I did actually go in a lot and talk to my tutors and say, you know, can you help me with this? I was a midwife for a number of years, consolidating my training and being a clinical midwife on delivery suite. But I've got a particular interest in promoting normal birth and supporting physiological birth. So because I've got that special interest, I've been able to develop my job in that way.
I was a lawyer first, and then I decided when I had my second baby I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't get any satisfaction from it at all. So then I'd had such a good experience having my daughter that I'd really like to apply to come into midwifery, which I did my training, then came to this unit, worked on delivery suite as a delivery suite midwife for 5 years, and then this post came up, newly created post. So I then decided to go for it, and I got it, which was good. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
In for is Samantha Cooper. She's number 3 para 2, 2 previous normal deliveries, spontaneous onset, and she's in the pool and she's now 6 centimetres and coping well.
I've got a dual role as coordinating midwife for delivery suite and also clinical lead for normality. When I coordinate delivery suite, it's about just making sure that the environment's safe and that everyone's communicating well with each other, doing the ward rounds with the doctors, going in and checking on the midwives, making sure that they're comfortable in what they're doing and they feel safe and supported, and just really enhancing communication for women and for staff. I'm now involved in a lot more of the policies and procedures that go on. So I go to guideline meetings and I'm able to put forward the midwifery perspective on new guidelines that are coming out and actually shape the way the midwifery services are in the hospital, which is really good. And because I work more with women now antenatally, I'm able to listen to what they want, and so I can sit in a meeting and say, well, actually, that's not what the women want. What the women want is, if something's not working, we need to hear it from the women, really, and their partners.
So if you can get a number of women that are on the waiting list into this class.
My job entails I coordinate the service for women and families who lose babies here at the hospital. I coordinate the whole service, so develop policies, protocols, work alongside the consultants and the midwives, and we make sure that, you know, women and families who come into our unit, they have a seamless service from when they come in to when they go home and beyond. As I say, my role's predominantly here within delivery suites, but I'm acutely aware that it affects all areas within maternity. For me at the moment, I'm quite happy with what I'm doing. I mean, as a midwife, I continue to do professional development and further study all the time. That never stops. You know, we have to go study days, I do workshops, I present on workshops. We have our own study days here that I speak on for doctors, midwives, support workers. I have no inclination to go into management whatsoever, anything like that, but I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing for the time being and just improving our service here. But I've seen families, you know, who have had a really bad outcome, and you can see families go through every stage of grief, but to see those families come out the other end, you know, and they're okay and they've accepted what's happened, that's, for me, that's what it's all about.
Well, midwifery is incredibly rewarding on a daily basis. I can't think of another job that you would come to work and get that level of job satisfaction.
When women and families come into hospital, they want to see someone who's kind, you know, someone who's got a smile and someone that they can trust is going to look after them. And, you know, I think all those things really, although they're basic things, are really, really important.
If you are that person that can stand back and be supportive and be, you know, caring, then it is a good career. It is a good career. But really the woman's the primary focus of your care rather than the system. So you have to be very clear about that the woman and her baby will always be the primary focus of your care.
If someone was thinking about a career in midwifery, then I would say just go for it. You know, find out all the information that you can, have a look at one of the open days, you know, come and have a look around the hospital. And age is no barrier. Having done a totally unrelated career is no barrier.
I love coming to work. I love the satisfaction it gives. I love changing things at work as well for the better and being involved in change. And you know, we've implemented a new service at Wolverhampton, and we've been enormously successful, and we've won 2 awards nationally, and that's a really, really good feeling. And it's when women come back to you and say they had an amazing birth experience, there's just nothing like it.